Hey guys, it's Kato here, and I'm going to show you how to make a hookah today using a grapefruit head and vanilla alfalfa and some mint. Things you're going to need is a knife, some foil, and obviously a hookah. In this case, we have a Unity, one of the best hookahs, I think. And I'm going to show you how to cut the head and make a hookah ready to smoke. So you start off with the, this is a grapefruit, and you want to cut it from the side where the seed is, and just make sure it's level. And just cut it right about a quarter of the way down. I like to use this knife because it just slices it really easy. And now you have a perfectly cut head. This is the top of it. You want to take the knife and just make a dip in it, maybe like, I say about a half an inch, and the center has to be a little bit more, just like that, so that way the hookah tobacco sits in there nice and tight. And you don't want to go too deep, because then you'll just be wasting tobacco. It'll get burned too fast. I always eat this part, you know, why I throw it away. You gotta drain the juice that's on the top. Make sure it's pretty dry. You don't want it too moist. That way you'll never get lit right. So I'll just take some paper towel and just dab it a little bit, like that. Make sure it's nice and dry. And now we're ready to make the hole so the grapefruit can sit in there right. I use this thing right here. It's the best thing to use. Cut it from the bottom. Cut it kind of where it's level to the center, so that way it sits nice and snug in there, like that. Now you have the hole. Next is toothpicks. Oops, I just dropped them all. You got toothpicks. And you need to put, I usually cut them in half and put 4. It makes 4 of them. I'll just use 3. And that way, when you put the hookah tobacco, it doesn't go in that hole. It stays in there. Now we're ready to mix the tobacco flavors. Today I use the vanilla. It's a good tobacco. And then you take about, I like to use more mint than vanilla flavor because it's overpowering. That would be too much like vanilla flavor. I don't like that, but so I do like a 25-75 mix, and just mix it like that in there, nice and evenly. What's up, babe?
What do you do?
now you just sprinkle it on top. Just sprinkle it on top like that at first. Make sure it's evenly distributed. And just like that. That way it's nice and snug. You can fill all the little holes like this one here, this one. So here is the hookah. It's evenly. There you go. Put this back here. Now you need to put the foil on top of the hookah head, and I'll show you the best way to do it. Use one of these. You can buy them at any hookah tobacco store, or you can really make one yourself, but it's a lot easier doing it this way. And then so first, you'd like to make a circle. You want it really tight, because the more charcoal you put on top of it, the more it'll sink in, and then it burns the tobacco. So this is a really important part. Just like that. Now you need to put you can put about like just every couple of inches, you really, until you're all the way around. Next, you have the hookah. Now, this one here, really, it just fill it up to about, I don't know, let's say about 2 inch. No, about 1 inch. That should be good. So if you fill it too much, then it'll overflow. Now you have the hookah. Now, this is another important part. It's always good to have the rubber hose on top. What I do is I take a piece of paper towel, just like that, and I put some water on it for a little bit, and then you wrap it around the rubber just like that, so that way the grapefruit, when all the juice runs down, eventually it's going to run down because it gets hot. You don't want it to drip all over the place. You want it to be nice and secure in there. Also, it actually secures it too. So just put it just like that, and now you have it's perfectly secure in there. Can't even move it. Just like that. And I'll be back after I light some charcoal, and we'll test it out and see how it is.